Alrighty, we are live, and it looks like people at home can actually hear me, so that is good. As you can tell, Brian is, instead of his normal handsome self, the wonderful art that we that we have. He's feeling some sort of way right now, and not to divulge too much of that, but we just wanted to make sure that he's feeling right, he's good with it. If you're a player, you're a DM, you ever don't feel like playing for whatever reason, like, this is more than valid, but if you ever don't feel like playing for whatever reason, it's cool to tell your group, I'm not feeling it. Just general health reminder for anyone out there in the world, especially DMs. I've been that friendly DM who played for the group and sometimes felt like I was falling apart at the seams because I was trying to make a session happen when I really should have just said, I can't today. So if you're one of those DMs or a player even, just give yourselves a break. Every once in a while, you deserve it. I know you feel like you don't, but you absolutely do. Papa David just told you? Oh god, this is terrible. Anyway, with
I don't like that at all.
Oh no.
Bad touch.
Well, yeah. With that, just quick call out. We're going to be taking off a week, and by that I mean I am going to take off a week. We are moving to a new place, and I'm super excited to set up the new office. I'm going to have it set up also properly to do some recording, or better recordings for YouTube and stuff like that. So it'll be exciting. I'm super excited for it because my heart definitely needs more stress upon it. But with all of that, I just want to thank you guys again. We're moving up in the world. The Polyhedra community is growing steadily every single week, and that is thanks to you guys. People like Foregathers that follow us in the middle of our little introductions. Like, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. As a call out to, if you cheer, follow, and subscribe, during the month of August, we're going to be giving away a digital copy of Fizzbands through D&D Beyond. So again, cheer, follow, sub. They're worth different things. Obviously, the follow is going to be the baseline. Cheer is going to be a little bit more than that, and then a full-on subscription is going to be worth the most. And yes, they can stack on top of each other. So if you guys want to be entered for a drawing of that, just do that, and you'll automatically be there. We'll announce it at the end of the month. As far as cool finds around the community, I do want to call out one thing that has been really cool is seeing that Avatar Kickstarter. It's still a Kickstarter, right? I haven't looked in too much. Have you guys seen that around? I couldn't not see it on social media recently, so I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Seen it, but I don't remember what stage of the process it's in. If it's like already done or still in the process of getting funded.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I keep getting like that and also the new show both colliding on my social media.
The new show? Okay, now I've definitely missed out on that. What's the new show?
It's just a live action one that they're making.
Oh, not another live action. Come on, people.
Don't worry. Jaden Smith is far away from this one.
Jesus Christ. Oh, and I'm feeling more anxiety. Shit. No. Why live action? No. Come on. Oh man, we're like in the best age of freaking, like, the resurgence of animation. Like the new Witcher is looking absolutely phenomenal. Do we need to have an animated Witcher? Of course not. But does it look dope? Absolutely. Or how many of you have seen What If on Disney Plus recently? Like,
I haven't watched it yet.
You should.
Yeah,
it is so good.
really good.
No spoilers. I mean, it's not
to.
really a spoiler when it's like an alternate universe kind of take on it, but it was like the art is amazing. It's like if somebody combined the best elements of Castlevania with Borderlands, that's what you get out of it. Like, that's...
See, this is what David's really trying to get on. He has a real hard on for the Castlevania style art.
I do. I'm
true.
not even...
You've got me.
That's fine. Yep. It's raging. But
I still haven't watched that either, so...
It's cool. I mean, you're losing out and your happiness in life is slightly decreased because you haven't, but it's not a big deal.
Can you decrease nothing? No, I'm kidding.
And that's hashtag millennial jokes. But that's the stuff that I've seen around there. So just as a call out again, nothing next week. If you guys want to get a copy of Fizzbands, do the doobly doos and cool finds around the nerd community. We have some other games that are opening and stuff like that. The easiest way, if you guys want to check in, is jump into the Discord. So if you go down below or click on this fancy link, you can join the Discord and kind of check things out. We have some openings in games, and we're going to be opening up new games as stuff is released, especially like the Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
You know, it
got
took
there.
like 3 months to get there, but we arrived.
We still don't know how old David is, but we got there.
Yeah, you don't.
I do.
All right. You should have reminded me at the end of the episode last week. That's that I told
Just
you.
go back and see what I wrote for his age. It's right.
That might be. Alrighty, cool. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to call out?
Hmm.
I think we've already had one call out today, and that was Rotus.
Nice. Starts early.
All right, starting strong. Ready, go.
Love to you, Brian, obviously, and if you're watching, we'll play Rotus as best as possible. He's gonna have like 3 natural 20s tonight. I'm calling it now. Alrighty, cool. I'll just kind of cycle them through, you guys. I'll probably start with Alex, though. I feel like Brissa playing Rotus for the first roll of the night, whatever Rotus's role is going to be, is kind of appropriate. Alrighty. As we delve back in, previously on Light of Thylea Plays Odyssey of the Dragonlords, you guys had finally found your way back to Mitros after an exciting, journey, an odyssey, some might say, that had taken you to accomplish 3 great labors. You guys now are in the possession of cool new artifacts, some of which are still being repaired by the god Vulcan. Now, as you guys arrived in Mitros, the most amazing of the cities, arguably, within Thylea, you guys immediately were assaulted by the god Sidon as he started flinging lightning bolts down at you. Now, as you arrived at the palace, you were also, presented with quite the sight, as apparently King Acastus was valuing the advice of a concubine over his own wife, who is a god. You learned in the process, Acastus is an Archelander, so a long descendant of Estor. He apparently also is taking counsel from Gaius, the commander and captain of the forces of the Order of Sidon. Similarly, you guys also found out that apparently Lutheria's cult has a little bit of a whispering that goes into the ear of the king here as well, as all the gods are appeased one way or another. The king, not so slyly, set an kind of like a catch-22 ultimatum choice before you guys. For Sidon had been flooding the streets of Mitros, destroying crops, kind of the opposite of what had been happening within Astoria, to punish the city for the existence of the Temple of the Five Gods. Gaius had suggested that you guys just destroy it. Other suggestions included giving away 70 children to the cult of Lutheria or sacrificing hundreds of oxen. However, Valus approached you and said, or the gods sacrifice a small tedium of their power in exchange for being able to protect Mitros semi-permanently. After much back and forth, you guys ultimately settled on that solution, found the respective gods, and were able to chat with them. Minos, being the only one who could talk to Kyra, had a little bit of a chat on the back of a giant, the Colossus of Mitros. And ultimately, hey, how's it going? Thank you guys so much for the raid. Ultimately, you guys found yourselves back at the temple and then at the palace, as you saw a massive golden shield shimmer and protect the city itself from the lightning and rain of Sidon. A very angered god, and a very, very angered Gaius looked at you and turned away. Now, as you guys had also a conversation with Acastus' silver dragon, a much darker kind of silver complexion than the almost like whitish appearing silver dragon that Gaius is riding. You guys had a conversation with a creature that was sitting upon a bed of thousands of silver coins, and you guys were able to trade a irreplaceable heirloom of the family away for some dragon scales. As one does. with that, we're picking it back up as you guys are now within the palace. The Golden Dome has just gone up, where the gods had enacted some sort of miracle in order to be able to push back the power and influence of Sidon.
Wow.
That's pretty neat.
Hmm.
You muted, Justin.
I just said mouth agape.
All right, as you stand in stunned silence looking up, you see that the clouds slowly...
It's not every day you see a miracle.
It's true, are pushed away by the golden shine. And as the beams of light start shining through, you can almost feel the elation, like a collective sigh of relief from the city itself. As hundreds of people are starting to step back out onto the streets themselves. There's laughter, cheers, and jubilation that starts to echo through the streets of Mitros. Acustus actually ends up walking in behind you guys, looking up at the sky, his hands kind of bound behind his back, his dark hair kind of just pulled back, immaculately, made a beard. Ah, it is nice to see things come full circle, don't you think?
It's more of a hemisphere.
Yeah, it's like a dome.
Well, I'm just hoping this means the games can continue.
Yes! Haha!
itching
Yes!
for a
That
fight.
is what I hope too! I will, and he kind of snaps his fingers as one of the little sycophantic acolytes runs up to him and says, You, whatever your name is, I need the top of the Mount Vulcan cleared off and readied. We need the arena absolutely immaculate. You understand? You have 2 hours. I want to make my announcement. Get everybody rallied up. Go! And you see the eyes go wide on the acolyte who's just like, King, I think 2 hours is not... No! Go! So he's like, oh, and just runs off. Skitters more like, it is good to be king. So, are you going to be participating in the games this year?
Maybe?
Didn't you ask us to?
I know Rhodus wants to.
Oh,
Isn't that a big guy?
Bet your bronze-plated hindquarters I'm gonna participate.
good. I merely asked you to come. We had a problem, and look at the heroes being able to accomplish it all. I was going to sweeten the pot, as you might say, by offering you a very special race to get an artifact that only I possess. Maybe you might be interested in the location of my great forefather ship, the Ultros.
Would that be the prize?
The location of it? Certainly. No, I understand. You are very good at what you do, but there are competitors from all across Thylea that come to compete within these games themselves, so you may not actually win. But if you participate, if you hail what the gods have done here today, that is all I need. I just need the city to once again feel happy. Feel the elation the gods and you gifted them.
Sounds like either way we win.
Exactly. Haha. You speak my language.
And also 7 others.
27?
Show off.
Yeah.
I will have to draw on you if I need to speak with any of the wild ones outside of the civilized lands, outside of the reach of Mitros.
I suddenly feel inadequate.
You should. This is quite the specimen of a minotaur. But don't let me hold you up. Congratulations, heroes! You've done great things today. You should celebrate. You seem...
Your wife did a great thing today. Your wife sacrificed a lot, and her brother and her sister and her father
They did.
all sacrificed a lot.
They did. They
for
are
this city.
gods. That is what they are supposed to do, no?
Hmm?
Anyways, enough splitting hairs and sharp tongues wagging back and forth. I don't know why we don't feel elated and happy about this together. It's a great accomplishment that we have accomplished. Now, if you forgive me, I need to attend to other tasks. As he walks away,
Have fun.
kind of standing there still with the massive pillars kind of separating and cutting the sky into chunks in front of you guys. You see the beautiful golden sunlight just barely kind of make it as it is definitely almost past sunset now.
It's not just me. He's kind of a malaka, right?
Yeah, Minos will put his hand on Yanni's shoulder and say, "Well, he seems to be taking a liking to me, but I still don't like him. I am happy that the citizens and the children are safe, though."
Yeah. You might as well play nice with him. We might be able to, use it to our advantage at some point.
I mean, if he gets too bad, the miracle clearly has a perimeter.
True.
I don't know if you're much of a historian, but regicide tends to be frowned upon.
Even talking about it. So,
I already tried once.
Also true.
yeah. Good thing he doesn't recognize you.
I'd like to check on the gods down in the temple. Maybe you can let me go first so that if Kyra has anything to say, we can pick up on that.
That'll work.
I guess.
All right. As your hoofs clatter across the cobblestone, you see a Icarus, again the silver dragon of Kestis, kind of being just scrubbed down by massive brooms and brushes of acolytes outside as he's just getting every single spot just kind of scrubbed away. He kind of just waves at you as you walk by Minos, and you kind of acknowledge his existence. He seems to be absolutely in his element, just overjoyed of being the center of attention. You keep walking toward...
Minos will tip his crown at him.
And as you head towards the temple, the first thing that you notice is just like a little figure that had stepped out in front, and then just like a thunderous strike as the figure climbs into the sky and flies northward. And you just kind of follow the dwarvish outline and note to yourself that Vulcan has taken off. You walk into the actual proper of the temple itself, and there, in their trio, are standing the three siblings, Kyra, Pitor, and Valos. As you approach, Pitor is the first one to acknowledge you. Ah! Welcome! And as you look at all of them, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Ooh, I'm heckin' good at these.
Heckin' good.
Hacking good.
That is a 27.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
As you look at all of them, you immediately notice that where before they're kind of like these perfect specimen of celestial humanoids. They all seem to have just some strands of silver now running in their hair, and there's just like small bags under their eyes. You know, an average DM. And as you consider them, you just like, you realize that whatever the toll was that they took immediate hold. Sister and sister, I gotta go sleep. Good job, Minos. You rallied everyone. And he kind of just staggers off to the back of the temple. You see Valis just kind of grasping the nose bridge, and Kyra has her arms crossed, just one eyebrow arched, looking both of them as he walks away.
I don't know. Seems like a success to me. After all, Kyra's even prettier now.
You are attempting to be a charmer, I see. Not bad. But, in effect, we took a little bit of a hit today. I appreciate you trying to soften it. Are the others coming? It seems to kind of like look around your shoulder.
Well, figured I'd give a second to reconnoiter before they all gather around, just in case you had anything to impart.
No, I mean, I suppose the only one that might need some heads up is you. My next step is going to be, someone very dear to you. She's usually the one who oversees the games, so I will be on my way to fetch her and bring her to officiate the great games. So, if you'll excuse me, I have places to be.
Got a bad feeling about this.
She steps away and just flies out of the temple as well. As next up, you see Valis just kind of turn towards you, and just like with a tired smile, she nods. I am grateful. You somehow were able to talk them all into it.
Now wait, hold your praise. Let me give the signal. We'll get them all in here.
What's the signal? What's the signal?
Is anybody here whistling?
Yeah, he just sticks both fingers in his mouth and does that.
All right. After a couple of minutes, you guys are all now gathered within the temple. The basins and braziers and different things around here are now being lit, and it's a beautiful kind of golden glow that fills the chambers of the temple. Well done, all of you. I haven't felt this tired in a long time, so I will have to excuse myself soon, but I just wanted to make sure that that's said in person. Well done. Thank you.
I don't feel like we did much, but thank you.
No, you did something that even the gods have not been able to accomplish, which is make the gods agree on something.
Unity can be a powerful ally.
It can, but it can also be a thing that is hard to accomplish. I think that today will be good. I'm excited to see the people happy again, more than anything. That fool. Really? In 2 hours? Suppose the people will be the most abuzz. Probably drunk by them already.
So I see the clairvoyance isn't gone.
Not completely. He sometimes walks whenever he gets close to Gaius or Chondath into a zone that I cannot pierce through. But other than that, I try to keep an eye on him too. No. I'm worried about the games he might be playing, and I'm not talking about the great games.
You know, I've got, call it a hunch. Yanni, you might like this one. You said when he went off to retrieve the dragons, you lost sight of him.
Yes.
Now, maybe this is just because I don't like the guy, but we do
Definitely.
know someone else with a silver dragon.
You think Gaius and my husband are in league with each other as far as the dragons go?
I wouldn't discount it.
What would Gaius's motivation be here?
Having the ear of the king.
But
I have considered this myself as well. I think it makes little sense for Gaius to give dragons to my husband unless my husband has promised something that I'm unaware of. However, the people of Mitros would tear him apart. Castus, more than anything, loves the story of the Dragonlords. How they came to Thylea. They vanquished the Fae and were able to create the kingdom that he inherited. So, I think it seems far-fetched. I see no scenario
Just
where...
like those dragons.
Certainly, but I see no scenario where Sidon would give his blessing for Gaius to somehow connive with Castus to have dragons as well. These beasts will meet in battle with one another.
Maybe it's just coincidence then that they share the same blindness scenario.
Same what?
Well, you said you can't see Castus when he's with guys.
Yeah. There is also some ancient magic that goes to the creation of Thylea itself. There are skeletons within its crust that carry their own secrets.
Man, we call that a stuffed crust where I'm from.
And where are you from?
That's a good question.
Well, be that as it may, I think we have won today. It was a small victory. A skirmish. But you will have to win the war. Now, I thought I did hear Acastus speak with you. What did he say?
he told us we accomplished a great thing today, and I reminded him that it was you and your family, and he kind of poo-pooed that off. And
Is that the
He's-
street term for it? Poo it off.
I guess, I don't know, maybe it's an Arisian thing. I'm not sure, but and then he told us that, like, if we compete in this special race or something that he's putting together for us, if we win, he'll tell us where Estor's ship is.
Well, that ain't exactly it. He said he's put together a special race.
Or-
He said whether we win or lose.
That's true. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I just, witnessed a pretty big miracle, and it's got me a little frazzled.
No worries. Remember that I've told you about restlessness that I've exhibited in my husband? Or received.
Yeah.
Say what you will about my husband. And I heard the term used. But
Right.
he's smarter than he leads on. For a reason. You can see through it once you see the narcissistic gain he seeks out of it. Trying to get the attention onto him, whatever means possible. But this time, this this potential treasure hunt that he's sending you on seems weird, even for him.
Minos just like unconsciously mumbles to himself. Sounds like an Archelander to me.
You're not wrong. Calendars in general have a hot streak. They can be formidable warriors or blinded madmen, as Peter can tell you, who is currently just like cheering with some people laughing in the back of the temple. You get the sense that he's like leading some kind of a drinking game in the back with some of the people that operate the place. I think, and this is my best guess, my hunch. I think that Estor is trying to reach out to Acastus from beyond the grave, which would explain his nightmares. Did not know that he had the location of the Ultros, but that would explain perhaps the connection.
As a aside, we didn't find Estor in
Nope.
Its tomb
Until-
was like neutral. It was like completely,
empty.
yeah. There wasn't even like a consecrated or unconsecrated. It was just nothing.
What happened to Estor in the first place? Should I know that? I don't think I know that. I don't think I ever read that in any of the scrolls in the library.
It's because we wanted to make sure that... She kind of looks around, even in the temple itself, and then starts to whisper. We wanted to make sure that people could worship an image rather than the man. Estor Archelander was many things. He was a fiend of a man. A creature so bent on vengeance and destruction that he slaughtered his own men and bound them in undead servitude to eternally serve him. They are the crew, the Ultros. But Estor, you see, he knew that he had fathered many children. He never thought that any of them would be as great as him. He saw the dragons get slaughtered one by the Titans. He didn't trust that the gods would be powerful enough to lead the next generation into the war. It's unending war. He wanted to keep the first war as the war. He wanted to ensure that every fake creature within Thylea was utterly eradicated. Gone. Forever.
He failed.
He did. He had turned himself into an undead abomination. A creature that would no longer die.
That's not good.
It was not. And that is why we banished him.
Banished doesn't sound a whole lot like dealt with.
It sure don't.
I mean,
I'm
there's not a...
guessing this deal of a location has more to it than just a simple discovery and acquisition.
I don't think so either. I think Acastus is trying to send you to your deaths.
I mean, he tried to, I guess, embarrass or even shame us.
I think
when we
he's
first
scared.
showed up here, so...
I think he thinks that you are going to overshadow him. I know.
He is a rather small man.
Believe me, in more ways than one. She does little.
Like,
That said, His ego is the size of Mount Vulcan. And anything that undermines it or threatens to overshadow it, he will speak louder than, try to interrupt and undermine in whatever way he can. The thing is, I think he was planning to have this time be his great making. He is the Archelander who brought back the dragons, after all. But alas, now the heroes of the prophecy are here, and
At his invitation?
that's why I'm saying I think there are more steps to this ploy of his.
I mean, I don't want to play into his game, but we do need that ship, technically, don't we?
I mean, yeah.
The Ultros, in combination with another ancient artifact, was able to travel to the underworld, to the Titans, where they reside.
We know the other thing. I forgot the name of it again.
Don't worry about it.
I'll just ask Aesop again.
Ah, child. That said, I want you to walk into this trap, eyes wide open. Play into it for now. The problem with small men like Acastus is that the more they feel like they're being seen through, the more aggressive they get, like a cornered rat. I want him to have his defenses lowered, his shield not at the ready.
So play dumb?
Play dumb.
Okay.
What'd you think, Rhodus? We play the big dumb meatheads.
Oh, it's just
That's
like
not what he
peanuts.
sounds like.
That's not even close.
It's just like Brian, y'all.
I can play a little dumb potato head. I'm definitely not a big dumb meathead.
He'd be more like, well, I think that could do nicely.
That doesn't sound right either.
No.
No.
I keep wanting to go to the other character who plays on Wednesday nights, and I'm like, that's not the accent he's using.
It's like it's got an Irish bit of a feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep wanting to go to Oscar too.
I guess, first, one step at a time. What are you going to do in the immediate future?
I kind of have to pee.
Alright, and after that, skip over things that you think you can probably do by yourself. I'm not going to do that.
Well, I'll be joining the games. One of
Shouldn't
your
pee by yourself. You should use a buddy system. So
one of your personal. What should I call them? Well, they accosted me in the hallway, so I've got something there to figure out.
One of the Amazons.
Indeed.
I suppose I could see that. How did you come about having one of these steam fae?
Made 'em.
I see now Michaela probably is not too excited about you. You see,
I made 'em over 500 years ago.
as far as you know. The problem is, I have no recollection of you.
That may also be part of the curse.
That is disconcerting.
The only one who's recognized me, even Aesop didn't know of me. The only one who has recognized me was the Lich presiding over Tillamook.
Daemon was one of the most accomplished wizards of his age. Maybe he found a way to counteract whatever the curse is that apparently was placed upon everything.
Oh, also Xander. Xander.
I was about to
was
say, also technically Xander, yeah, Xander's dead body when it came to life for a second.
Xander came to life.
That's
Something
how
like
I
that.
acquired this.
Seemed
And
more like
this.
short-term on death, but yeah.
He said hi, he gave us stuff. He didn't actually say hi,
Actually, he
but he
didn't.
did
Yeah, he
give us
didn't
stuff.
say anything. But
Yeah.
Well, he committed the ceremony of passing of the Dragonlord title.
Well, Xander always enjoyed drama more than comedy, so I suppose him doing very vague, random things in order to impress the gravity of a moment, that sounds like the shit he used to do. Anyways, excuse
Yep.
me, I think...
Yeah, you look tired.
Thanks.
how bad is it? How much did you have to give?
Not too much. It will make things difficult, especially trying to run this city, but I have help. I have you now to watch my back. So, thank you for that.
Very good bodyguard. I've kept Roy alive this long.
Yes,
I mean, don't get me
it's
wrong,
true.
you're a nice lady. I'd much rather watch your sister's back, though.
You might
Got a
want to be
nice-
careful. You're playing with Maelstrom here. If Versi ever finds out that you have your eye cast upon someone else, I think she is going to, you know, they have these little stretchable thongs that they just put around bulls and like slowly tighten them more and more, and then, you know. And she just kind of like leaves it at
That's not the
that,
oath I made.
winks at you, and walks off. As you guys are standing.
So what was she saying? She's going to strangle you?
Yep.
No, we've already been over that.
Not trying to kink shame. Anyway.
The slowest fade to black. I still need to make that an emoji on Twitch too because it's so good. All right. The festivities within the temple are starting to go full bore. Rhodas is leading some kind of a drinking game in the back, and at least 3/4 of the staff within the temple itself is getting absolutely blitzed. Men, women are absolutely just gone. It is crazy. Anything that is in there is now just jubilantly celebrating with Pitor and giving praise to him and the other gods for having accomplished a miracle. That ultimately also swaps over to you guys, as Pitor is actually very out loud and about, letting the rest of these people know that you are the ones that talked the gods into performing a miracle, which is the true miracle according to Pitor.
Why would he downplay the gods? That's weird. You'd think he'd want to build support. Maybe he thinks we need the support more. I don't know.
So is it mostly like just drinking, or people singing songs? Like, are there bards? What's the
Yes.
celebration looking like?
Absolutely. There's bards in there going bonkers. There's some people playing harps and whatever instrument they can get their hands on. But overall, it is a raucous celebration, especially since it is led by Pitor. Kyra would be
Okay.
proud.
All right, fair enough. I don't have any coins to tip any of these bards, so I'm gonna appreciate what performances I can.
All right. Would you guys like to engage with the celebrations in the temple? Would you guys like to take a nap in real life? Would you guys like to, whatever's flashing across Alex's face with a wink, whatever you guys are into, what would you guys like to do?
So you said it's night now, right? Like just after sunset?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to get schnookered right now, but might just sit on the edge and do some people watching if you guys want to go have fun.
I want to see what kind of songs are being sung right now.
You know, the classics.
See if any of them have any messages.
You listen and go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. Pull up the window. 20.
Alrighty. With that dirty 20, you kind of listen in. You try to see, like, maybe the order of in which songs are sung has some kind of a meaning, or maybe the selection in general, or maybe the words are kind of altered. And while the words certainly are getting altered bit by bit, especially as you guys are now waiting around like a good 20 minutes, kind of listening to the Rocket celebration. Nah, this is pretty much the oldies, the goodies. They talk about, some of them are about the battles of Pitor, where he simultaneously was able to slay 3 Gigans and give birth to a demigod, yet all in the same, not literally he himself, but fathered a demigod in that battle. And it's ridiculous stuff, like kind of that stuff. Sometimes it goes into the somber songs that are more about Valis and the wisdom. The ones that are actually tearjerkers are the ones that sing about Mitra's sacrifice when she rose up into the sky, and it kind of goes back and forth. Many of them are kind of like Kyra related, but none of the Kyra songs ever sing about her, you have noticed, and you know that from your time worshiping her as well.
Right. Okay.
Or maybe you just can't hear them.
Maybe. What kind of drinks are they serving?
Wine. Copious amounts of wine.
Like a honey mead, a red wine, a white wine? What's
Red
the deal?
wines, almost exclusively. There are a couple rosés that they have in the mix, a couple white ones, but predominantly these are red wines. Like pretty like not very long aged ones either. So on the whole, they're usually a little bit on the sweeter side.
Okay. Well, when in Rome, I'm gonna have a glass.
Alrighty.
I thought we were in Mitros.
We are. That was the joke.
Oh,
Oh,
Different Hermes.
Matros.
What happens in Mitros?
Well, Minos would love to stay and have a couple drinks, but he has a hot date with an Amazon, so
Alrighty.
he's gonna head back to the palace.
Is there anything that the rest of you guys want to do? I'll just go down. Yanni, what would you like to do with the rest of the time? I'm guessing you guys are going to go to the great announcement of the games at the very least, right?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, as long as this party's going on, I just kind of want to sit and people watch a little bit.
Roger that.
Try and get a feel for, I don't know, just what's really going on under their celebration in the moment.
Intrigue games. Minos, you're going to be...
With my 9 wisdom and not so great insight.
Mwah. You're going to have your date with Mikera. Ursa, what would you like to be doing until the games start? Or are announced?
She'll probably just walk around town. She's not like a, partier, so she'll just walk the streets, I guess, a little bit, and yeah.
This is a streetwalker. Who'd have guessed?
Jesus Christ. Lara, what
I
would
mean,
you
she's
like
got to
to do?
exercise Goldie.
Aw. Say, I know that you mean just like taking them on a walk, but now it sounds real bad with a streetwalker joke. Yup,
Goldie's
Lyra.
the cheapest in town.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. Lyra, what about you?
How long do we have until the announcement? Do we know?
Like an hour and a half.
Cool. Do we have a room here anywhere? No.
In the palace, yes. You guys were walked there.
Cool. Then I will take this hour to finally summon my actual familiar
Oh.
that I've been meaning to do for like 3 sessions.
All right, and finally, Casaria, you grabbing your wine. Anything in addition that you'd like to do with them?
does anybody in the crowd look interesting?
Roll me a D100.
All right. Let's see. Oh. 29.
Overall, this is kind of like your standard mix of temple acolytes and goers, people who certainly might be fun to kind of fool around with for the evening, but after that probably it's just the same old same old. You might be able to get some gossip from around Mitros perhaps, but yeah, that's about it.
All right.
Nobody that
Well,
kind of
then-
like you look at them and you're like, you and me tonight, baby. None of that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't looking for that anyway. Okay. I'll wrap it up at the party and start heading back towards the palace.
All right, cool. We'll get started with Yanni. As you're kind of sitting around listening in to that stuff, go ahead and make me a perception check if you would.
Perception. Can we do it blind? I'll do it blind.
Sure.
I like blind. Perception.
Alrighty. As you kind of like, just sip at a little bit of wine, you know that you got to keep your wits about yourself in those kind of situations. And what you hear again and again are these whispers, these rumors about the fact that the Order of Sidon is just getting way too powerful. It seems like they have seemingly unlimited wealth. Some even think their wealth comes from the lost Geigen ruins on the island of Yonder. At least that is kind of the conversation that you overhear between a couple of the acolytes over the next half hour or so, as you just make sure to note down Yonder. So YONDR, as in over yonder. Yeah, this adventure in particular is real great about that kind of stuff. Brissa, as you are walking the streets, there's people out and about, absolutely just having complete celebrations in the streets themselves. People don't recognize you right off the bat, but every once in a while you overhear, the celebrations and the things that people are actually giving credence to the gods, giving credence to the light of Thylea. It seems like people actually recognize you, not necessarily as an individual, but as a group. The name is on the lips of those out and about. And as you walk around for a while, you hear like a little, not a whistling sound, but kind of like a harsh "Sst." You.
Well, I guess Bristol will just look around and see if someone was motioning towards her, or see if it was someone else.
You do actually see an individual, kind of like this mousy-looking man, large head that ultimately just culminates in this tiny, pointy little chin, kind of a semi-neatly groomed beard, but kind of just a mop of just in like non-special brown golden hair, as he kind of just goes, "Hey." His eyes kind of narrow down. He looks at you. Recognize you.
I thought you were about to ask me if I wanted some candy, but but just like, no, you don't. I've never seen you before.
Make me, actually, you don't have to make anything. You do recognize this man. He was one of the people that had hurried around Little Dragon, the black dragonborn that had talked you guys into assaulting the king in the very beginning. As you realize, this is one of the people that runs the underground within Mitros.
Oh, Bristol will just like slowly start. Once she recognizes it, she'll slowly start just backing up. Be like, oh, do you know what time it is? It's almost time for the games. Did you hear the games are starting?
Yes,
Oh.
I've actually heard that the games are supposed to be back on, especially with the light of Thylea, yes. Nice branding, I like what you did there. Now, here's the thing. The Lady of Coin believes that you might still owe her for the original exchange, Brissa. If you don't remember, we paid quite the sum to have a curse removed from you. Or do I need to spread the rumors about that in the streets?
Oh, I think that dude was dead and done. So I think I'm gonna go now. And then Bristol will just turn around and start walking away.
As you feel a little tug on your on your wrist. You turn around. He hasn't touched you or anything, but you could have sworn that there was a little tug just kind of like pulling you back. He goes,
Not so fast.
he kind of puts his hands wide in a very obvious show that he means no confrontation with you. He doesn't want to brawl with you. But he does step confidently towards you, kind of like hunched over. You see it's one of those kind of like curved backs where he has the physicality that indicates that he is used to a lot of hunched, maybe even sneaking walking. As he gets closer, he's like,
So, here's the thing. You don't want to have the Lady of Coin on your bad side. You see? Just nod yes or no.
Oh, what's to stop me from just grabbing you and just taking you to the palace guard right now?
I think either you're really naive or you're just playing some bluff games. Here's the thing. I pay these guards. Do you really think I was going to stay within the dungeon of the palace for very long? No. But as your image grows as these heroes of the prophecy, this light of Thylea, I think you could use either a boost or may have to worry about certain Malaka getting on top of the name. What do you think? What would you prefer?
I would prefer if you never talk to me again.
So Malaka IDs? Are you sure?
How about you tell your Lady of Coins that, our deal was done and over, and if she wants to start a feud, then she can start a feud. But I promise that it might not end well for her.
I think you're going to regret that. I tell you what, though. If you have a counteroffer, let one of your guard know that the coin must flow. I will find you in the palace. We have eyes everywhere. Don't forget that, sweetheart.
as he kind of like slinks away and kind of seems to just blend in with some of the people in the crowd, and like you quickly lose track of where he's at.
Bristol will just ignore it and continue on her way.
Ready?
Just like Krunk. Hope that doesn't come back to haunt me.
Squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeak it in.
Casaria, as you kind of drink with people and have a merry old time, how drunk do you get?
Oh, I'm just gonna have a glass. I'm not gonna get like wasted.
Okay, you kind of go into pleasant conversation with some people. Go ahead and make me just a general charisma check.
Oh, I'm bad at that. Why is my sheet not coming up? There we go.
Ooh.
Flat 9.
I mean, that is something. The one thing, and the thing is, like, the circle that you get in with is just kind of very dreary and boring. The people who are actually having a blast and a lot of fun are over with Pitor. There's everything from like actually, like, he's just lifting up 2 kegs while having a man and a woman kind of balance on the back of it and pouring both streams of water wine directly into his mouth. And you're like, oh man, those guys are really having fun. And you kind of just hear little bits and pieces of conversation within these more level-headed, these more bureaucratic of temple acolytes. You do hear that Ekoh, E-K-O-H, in Oriad, is apparently calling for war with Eregia once more. For 500 years, she's still trying to get her betrothed back, it seems. She should really give it a rest. You're not quite sure who that is or what that means, but you think that they're probably, related to the Eresian High Society. Boring, in other words. All right. As we switch over to Lyra, you make your way back to the palatial space that was given to you as you set up your brazier yourself, get the incense burning. What kind of familiar do you cast forth? Some mood candles, you know.
Right. I'm just
Little
like,
vino.
right. Oh, incense. Into the fire. Charcoal. Into the fire.
Gaius.
Right. A little drawing of Gaius into the fire.
What if you just get this little shit-eating imp that's like, I'm Gaius.
I thought about naming him Gaius, but I don't have a name. I think it is gonna be an imp though.
Alrighty. Lyra, as you focus on the flames, and the flames themselves kind of flicker back and forth faster and quicker, they almost seem to come alive before you. The light itself seems to quickly shift away from orange to that of just a bright green. As the flames themselves are almost white in the very center of them, they suddenly start to become purple. And as this fire just flickers back and forth, you suddenly, as you're incanting again of the phrases that arcanely summon forth and bind this fiendish creature to you, as you see actually the hind legs, the little hoofed hind legs of a little imp, just like, no! As you see like the back of it, kind of the tail just trying to strike at whatever it can, but you're just out of the thing as you keep chanting, and ultimately, no! You see this little imp cast forth, his little horn-like, this ram-like horns just kind of coiling back and in on themselves. It's like, no! What is... Not you! No! And it's almost like he's trying to like claw himself back through the bottom of the brazier. It's just like that coal and incense just flicking to the side. He's like, Malaka, like shit. He's like, oh no. And he's just looking at you with these sad eyes. It's just like pitch black. There's no iris, nothing to distinguish them. It's just this deep purple skin as he just kind of sits down. The little like grayish fur that covers up his private area. It's just kind of like in a crisscross applesauce. He's just like,
Why did I have to get stuck with you? Out of all the people that could have summoned me, no, I had to be with fucking you. Fuck.
I know I just met you, but if anyone hurts you, I will kill them.
Okay, you can keep talking like this. I do like the sound of these.
You are so cute.
Okay, I kind of needed that, but please.
and he just kind of turns around as he's like just sobbing to himself.
Oh. No. You cannot just gotta get me just being nice. I'm completely fucked here. Why did you have to bind yourself to me? Why did it have to be you? No, it's unfair. Why you?
He's going to torture me forever. I'm never going to be able to rise to anything bigger than a fucking imp. Shit.
Who?
Oh, who? Why, the queen of the netherworld? The lady that controls all fiends, perhaps? Oh, do you need a reminder? Fucking Luteria! That's who! Fuck! And now I'm about to fucking you? Shit!
Trying to take you seriously, but you're very adorable.
And there's kind of like actually like a little bit of a purple flame that kind of burns almost like a crown above his head for a second. Like, ah!
Fuck. To be fair, it is her own fucking fault for making all of this possible. Mortals should not be able to control us, to summon us. I know that we're here to try to tomfoolery you into getting some kind of weird negotiations and oaths made to bind your soul in some kind of servitude to her, but come the fuck on! Now I have to serve you! How?
If it makes you feel any better, Maybe I'll think about changing the rules after we kill her. So,
And it's just like this infernal cackling as it just kind of like rolls back and forth in the brazier. Um,
Oh. You're serious? You're serious?
yeah, she fucked with Yanni, so we're gonna kill her. Like, his whole life is kind of a shitstorm because of her, so...
I mean, but she is a titan. She gets to do whatever the fuck she wants. You guys are mortals. No offense, master.
Oh, no. No, don't like that.
Mistress?
Don't like that either.
Boss lady?
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay. Boss lady. I mean, or, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. You put it out, you take it, or you leave it. What if we just take this little Yanni and we just, make a nice dinner for him? We gotta take him out. Nice wine, best lamb he's ever had in his entire life. Or goat. Let's make it goat. He probably doesn't like goat very much right now. So anyway, we take him out, nice dinner. And we say, hey, you, me, mwah, 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 right? And then we take him to the top of Mount Vulcan, and then you go like, oh, why don't you lay on this little slab of rock, you and me, mwah, mwah, mwah. And then we chain him to the rock, we cut out his heart, and we sacrifice him to Luteria, and she will never touch you or me again, and we're safe. Come on, please, please, do not make that face. Please consider it, just for a moment. It would be so much easier. We just sacrifice him and everything goes away. Please.
Let me consider it.
Okay.
No.
Oh, man. That was not enough time. Come on, give it some days. I know you mortals don't have much time. A week. Come on, that's like, 5% of your life? You can take that. Right? Right. Come on. Let's kill him. In the name of Luteria. It will be so much better.
I don't like her, though.
Okay, you don't like her? Who do you like? Which god? We can go Sidon. He's pretty much the best anyway. He's the second best
pretty
anyway.
awful.
Luterius
No.
is probably best. It kind
They're
of like
both
seems to
pretty
look over
much
his
on the
shoulder.
same... On the scale of people I like, they're pretty much tied.
Well, I mean, they
Actually,
are equally
Sidon
good.
is probably worse, actually.
Yes, I agree. Luteria is the best, and they're gods, so they can't even be compared to people. You're right. I am sorry. You are right. See, she knows what she's talking about, eh? Okay, but really, we're going to be killing him, right? That's why you brought
No.
me here.
Hmm.
She's going to torture me forever. Oh, why did it have to be you? All right. And with that beautiful face, we're going to be switching back over towards Minos. As you walk into the halls of the palace, and you see Lyra's kind of starting her concoction, kind of firing stuff up. You're like, yeah, I'll give her some space there. You keep walking, your hoofs kind of clicking and echoing through the halls. You consider the many mosaics on the site, and expectantly, within some minutes of walking these halls, even being able to hear her, suddenly Mikeda just appears next to you. You wanted to talk?
What is that, lilac? Could smell it before you walked up, but good job on the footpad.
You apparently have never bedded in Amazon before. We do
Not
not
sure I
take
intend to.
sweet words kindly.
Didn't think that was the point of our rendezvous, but suppose I could be persuaded otherwise.
And she just has a stoic face in response, kind of puts her hands behind her back, just stands at attention.
Right. Real good at telling jokes type, aren't you? So, let's sit. You have a place?
as she ends up leading you to like a little balcony that overlooks the lower reaches and the dock of Mitros. You guys both sit down. There's just a beautiful breeze on the air currently. You see gulls, just like huge flocks of them kind of flying by below. You can see the ships kind of bobbing to and fro, and you hear the echo of celebrations and laughter and joy from the city below. As she just kind of stands at the balcony's edge with the railing between her and just like falling to her doom some 100 feet of below. She just looks out, considering things.
How long have you been in the Queen's service?
Many years now.
Well, something else that's been in my service for many years now. Minos will come Mas to him. Seems to be your bone of contention, as it were.
It is less a bone of contention than the fact that Amazons have been attacked before, and their soulbound companions, through magic, enslaved. So I would like to hear your story as to how you came into possession of this here Stimpfe. As the metal kind of screeches, the pinions kind of as the thing kind of makes it comfortable on your shoulder.
Possession is such a nasty word. Mas has his own personality. He does what I ask, but in his own special way. He's got a little bit of an attitude to him, if you know what I mean. And the thing is, he could fall apart 1,000 times, and I could put him right back together again.
Prove it.
You have 8 hours.
I will do some damage to your bird, make it inoperable, and you can prove to me the next day that you have repaired it yourself. None of the Amazons in the palace will help you. There are no other Amazons within Mitros. You will be hopeless. And then we can prove that you're nothing but a fake.
I would like to have him for the games, but I also don't like unnecessary harm coming to him, but yes, I can prove to you that this was something I made without you or any of your kind. How long have you been a sect of warriors?
For a long time.
Yeah. That's a funny thing about time, isn't it?
Maybe I really don't have a sense of humor, but no, I don't see what the joke is.
How many sisters do you have here in the palace?
You saw them. There are about a dozen of us.
And you live, what, maybe 60 years?
More than that, depending on whatever race we might be.
Well, I've certainly been around longer than all of you. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Mas. Sorry, bud. You'll be fine in a couple hours, but this mean lady without a sense of humor wants to prove something. She got a chip on her shoulder against minotaurs or something like that, so...
I have nothing against your kind. I want to make that clear.
She just thinks I'm ugly then. And he kind of sleeks back the pinions and says, "Don't worry, buddy. You'll be all right."
The sad little
And then
metallic
holds him
companion
up.
just looks back at you and you. She kind of just nods. You have until tomorrow. None of the Amazons will help you. Good luck. As she struts away.
All right, I'm gonna eat those words. But I'm not gonna make that humble pie. And he retires to another section of the room and starts putting Moss back together.
Alrighty. As you're putting Moss back together, you suddenly hear this insane, impish voice in the conversation between Lyra and it. As Casaria also walks back in, kind of looking a little disappointed, kind of much more sober than you would have expected her to look. Yanni, you would have seen Casaria walk out of the party if you wanted to follow along with her. That would be up to you.
Yeah, I probably would.
Brissa, how long is your walk for?
I mean, it's probably just until the games start, I guess, or till the ceremony, and then she'll head back towards the ceremony. But
All right. It is just the four of you guys now as Rhodas is getting plastered. Well, yeah, celebrating with Pitor. I think it is within the character to say that Rhodas wouldn't be very impressed by Pitor getting drunk again, but he would be excited about the fact that the gods are seen in a good light, and he certainly is seen in a very good light with his father right there. As it is the four of you guys and your impish friend. He goes,
What stupid name are you going to call me?
I was actually going to ask you if you had one already.
Well, I've been working towards it. I haven't really been given one yet. This is the first time I was summoned. This is my cherry, and it had to be you. Oh, come on. All right, so at least give me a good name.
oh gods. Oh no.
I didn't think about it.
Well, who just summons a creature to be soul-bound to him or her and does not think of the... What are you gonna have me do? Do you know that at least?
Well, yeah, we're about to beat these games.
Okay.
You're gonna help.
Ugh. Now I'm going to be helping make games. Ugh.
No, we're not making them. We're just winning them. Surely you like to win stuff.
Are we at least going to cheat?
Mm,
Oh, come on, please. We got to at least cheat, or otherwise, what even is the point?
okay, occasionally I might bend the rules, but we don't cheat.
Ugh, come on. Rules are boring. Nobody cares about them. You exploit them, you find the most delicious treasure cheese at the bottom of the chest, and you take and win. It is about winning. Lyra, come on. Please. Come on.
I still gotta think of a name for you.
All right, well, at least make it good, okay? Whatever it's going to be a good one, okay?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, good. So anyway, it's a nice place you've got here.
Yeah, it's great. Also, I don't know if I want to tell everyone else about you right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss you. So bye.
No.
And there's just like, just like a little bit of like this sulfurous black smoke.
Anybody else smell brimstone?
Lyra,
Oh God.
afraid the imp's out of the bag.
He technically was never in a bag, I don't think. Just a fire that I threw stuff in.
Right back at you. goes back to his work.
Wait, Minos?
Hmm.
I need a name for him. I don't know. I'm not good at names.
Well, I picked Moss's name as a compliment to mine, seeing as we work as a team. So maybe you'd her name's Lyra, so that's very close to a musical instrument, right? We can name it something like a harp or something. I don't know. Harp and Lyra.
I want to, Damon, but I can't. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're getting at. Okay. I'll think about
I
it.
don't know. I don't have much experience with the fiends. I mostly hunt monsters up on here where we live.
Yeah. Names are hard. Especially when they're weird purple imps that you just kind of summoned and bound to you like an hour ago.
Well, yeah, I have no idea what that feels like, but
Not relatable. It's not an everybody experience.
it took me days to build moss the first time. I mean, now I can throw them together in a few hours, but yeah, it was an hour.
Yeah.
Hey, you should keep it short though. Whatever you do, don't give him a long ass name like Methuselah, Bimasheth, or nothing like that. Just keep it short, simple, sweet, to the point.
Yeah.
Moss, Minos.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I'll think on it. I don't know.
Oh, you might want to like burn some sage or something. Get the brimstone out of the air.
Yeah, that was part of it. I threw some sage in there too, so.
Yeah, I can't tell. My nose is far too sensitive.
I'll burn some more. I don't know if it'll bring him back though. I don't know how it works yet.
You might want to get that sorted. I figure if you're going to work as a team, that's probably a good, important first step. You want to get that down.
Yeah.
Certainly. And Moss comes whenever I call, so you probably that name thing probably helpful too. You call the name, and then they come out. It's just a thought though. I don't know how weird demon shit works.
Yeah, I think I could just do it, and I just want to try and bring him back.
I'm gonna hate
All
this
right,
so
I sent him
much.
away again. Bye. Okay, bye.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I could just do it. I guess.
I think I like mine better. It's a lot quieter.
Yeah. Except for when he does that weird screech thing, but
It's kind of got a nice ring to it though,
it's usually so high that we can't even hear it.
Right, with your ears, us beast folk hear a little bit more of the spectrum, but
I just point at my talons and my wings.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for the input. You've been ever helpful. I will walk away.
Into the same room. No, but as you guys kind of split up for a little bit and maybe wait another 15 minutes or so, kind of freshen up and whatnot, Makeda does end up showing up at the doorstep to the actual suite that you guys are all sharing with one another. And at attention, you see the dozen or so rest of the Amazon women In addition to that, you actually see Valis and Acastus. Acastus kind of further away, currently speaking with some other people from court, and Valis has walked in. She looks absolutely stunning. It has a beautifully, like, perfectly embroidered toga that has, like, these qualities of light cyan blue with, like, some gold interwoven with it. Looks tired, but is keeping it together. She says, "All right, everyone. We are going to head to the announcement a little bit early. If you'd like to be in places of honor, you're welcome to come with us and walk." I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. Would you like to walk with us, or let's run? Where's Brisa?
I heard she was taking a walk of her own.
She decides to walk alone. That is what she wants to do.
It's a lonely road, but it's
No,
the only road
stop
that she
it.
has ever known.
I'm all about the musical, like, lyrics. That's what I do. Very well. Well, yeah, suppose maybe we'll see her there. Let's go.
Hopefully.
Right. You guys head.
You feeling okay?
Okay. Not great, but okay. All right. Let's go. You guys head.
Hope you don't mind. I'll bring along my pet project here.
Wait, was that a pun?
From Minos? Never.
I hate
She
it
rolls her
here.
eyes and keeps walking. You guys walk out of the palace itself, and by the Temple of the Five, past the Temple of Sidon, which is huge, especially compared to the Temple of the Five, and ultimately make your way past what is known as the Academy. You see a multitude of acolytes and mages in training, as well as wizards and warlocks and other creatures and entities and individuals that are milling about in the Academy, the highest place of learning. Yanni, in your mind you hear a little, "Hello. So it still stands. I see some new wings have been added. That is nice. I know I haven't talked to you much, but I just wanted to make sure that we took some time and chit-chatted. I have some plans for us. I think that you and I should become greater than even this stupid Damon in this little rat hole where he currently resides. What do you think, Yanni?
I mean, I'm planning on taking on, a couple of titans. So becoming greater is a good idea.
Perfect. That is wonderful. We'll chat later. Seeing the Academy once with your eyes, it warms me.
Good. Do you know Mitros well?
I know it. I know it
You-
from back in the day.
Oh, okay. Well, do you know, maybe, I guess there's always the chance it's not there anymore, but do you know if there's anywhere I can go maybe try to find some new spells that aren't already, scribbled in your pages somewhere?
Probably for a price. I know the Academy
Well.
used to deal in this in the
Okay.
past. All right. As you guys head into and up the place, ultimately you guys go to the very top of Mount Vulcan. And as you guys arrive there, you see what is just a massive, massive plateau. There's Mount Vulcan's wide basin that has been transformed into a grand stadium. Dozens of running tracks and courts have been set up for a wide variety of events. Rows of stone benches have been hewed into the very mountainside, seating throngs of just plebeian onlookers. Thunderous chanting and cheers and celebratory music echoes throughout the stadium. You can see that everybody's kind of rapidly looking towards you guys as you're now walking in. There's fanfare blowing through some massive looking goat-like horns. As you guys are being introduced, there are callers and criers that usher you in. King Acastus, Goddess Valus, and the light of Thylea! And the entire audience just like, "Roar!" You can feel almost the mountaintop starting to vibrate with the excitement of all of the people. There is a chunk of the onlookers who don't seem to be celebrating, but the largest chunk of that seem to be the soldiers of Sidon, as the order seemingly has shown up as well. As the king takes the prominent spot within the arena itself and motions for everyone to quiet down. We'll take a short break and see you guys again in 5 to 10 minutes. All right, and really quick, as people go to the bathroom and stuff like that, just as a call out, if you guys are looking to join a community like this one, go to the little doobly-doo link in the side, or if you guys are wanting to be matched with a wonderful campaign, do that, or head on down to the website polyhedra.io, and there's a form you can fill out in order to have us reach out to you. In any case, thank you guys for watching this far. We're going to be right back in just a minute.
Everything's a doobly doo.
Yes. Oh, there we go. Lots of clickety. And looks like we that's an adorable cat, but the problem is the stream is not going to see it right now. There we go. Just in the nick of time. That is a cute cat. Yanni has changed a little bit. He's playing a Tabaxi, or he's playing as a Tabaxi now. That'll be fun.
That was actually my original character idea, was a Tabaxi rogue.
I mean, they are badass.
But I like Yanni.
That way, every time you purloined something, you could say, the cat's out of the bag.
I could. I wouldn't.
Appreciate that.
Yes. We're all glad you don't.
Alrighty, as we
Subtlety.
as we
It's
go
my
back.
proficiency.
No, it's not. As we get back into it, we had left the group as they were just going back up to the top of Mount Vulcan, which is kind of like at the very, very, very top and northern side of the sprawling metropolis that is Mitros. And at the top of it, there's an arena that was carved out into the basin itself for the Great Games, as King Castus started to address the people. That is where we're going to pick it up. As Acestus goes,
Everybody, welcome to the 500th Great Games!
and the entire crowd just goes absolutely wild with that.
This year is going to be the most epic, the most wonderful, the most immense in the history of Thylea. With the rains gone, thanks to the sacrifice of the gods and the heroes that were able to convince the gods to finally give of themselves so that they would protect you, we find ourselves in the wonderful position of continuing our tradition of the Great Games. So, as you can see, we will have the Light of Thylea actually competing this year.
There's some cheers kind of going on, some people are kind of whispering to each other, and the people who are clearly Titan supporters are very, very just like grim-faced by that.
As in all the ages past, we're going to have heroes from all across Thylea competing. But as you remember, anyone can enter!
And the entire crowd is just like,
Anyone can enter! All it takes is 1 silver coin as a donation to the games. And of course, if you want to compete for one of the medals, you will need to first qualify and then compete against the champions themselves to claim glory! And everybody's like, "Roar!" This evening, in order to celebrate the fact that we have been able to beat back the rains, we are going to hold all of the qualifying matches. Tend your coin, barter, beg, steal whatever you need in order to make these games the greatest that Mitros has ever seen.
and another loud raucous roar comes forth as, that is where we're going to go into the Great Games mode. Now, for your guys' benefit, as an aside and as an FYI to you guys, it is going to be such that you guys will have to qualify in a set of matches against more average Joes, so to speak, who will try to place in your guys' stead. If you guys are able to make it past that, you guys will be able to claim a spot to compete as one of the champions. But if you don't, then you don't get the honor for that. So, as you guys look between one another, and Valis is kind of giving you guys a warm smile as well, who would like to enter? That's it. One thing that you guys would know. There are a couple different stations to that. In the morning, the first thing that's going to happen is a ritualistic fight that has been kind of the tradition for the last couple decades, which is fights against minotaurs from the slave market. It is a spectacle that is put on in order to exhibit the grandeur of warriors. You don't have to necessarily kill, but you do have to subjugate these minotaurs. Usually it is 5 humanoids against 1 of the true Fey minotaurs. And you do know, usually, a full-grown minotaur is a large boy. And with that in mind, you guys could sign up for the celebratory introduction ritual potential sacrifice, but at least spectacle of the fight. After that, there is competitions of the long jump, running, javelin throwing, discus throwing, wrestling, boxing. And everything is ultimately then capped off by the relay race.
I'm not good at any of that stuff.
This sounds like a,
You know
a
who
big
is?
Minos and Rhodas show.
Yeah.
Brissa will join too.
Yeah. I am so
But-
sad that out of all the nights, he had to miss tonight.
Definitely
I'm just
Rhodas
so
for the
sad.
javelin throwing. Definitely Minos for the discus throwing. Maybe Lyra could do the relay race? That's your fast?
So the relay race actually includes 5 runners. These will all have to be people that actually placed in the other events, and then you're going to essentially have like a head-to-head race between all of the participants.
Can the runners shapeshift?
So, as far as that stuff goes, you are allowed to have what is called a partner. Now, these partners can cast 1 beneficial boon upon you. More than that is not allowed. But that could be something like, haste or bless or something like that. That is absolutely allowed. And the people who do really well at these events, the people who also have coin, will be able to do that. They will hire mages and priests to cast that kind of stuff upon them. But beyond that, no. You're not allowed to actually change your physical form in order to gain an edge in that way.
What if your
So,
form already has wings?
Then that's one thing. However, you do have to comply with the actual language of it. So in that case, it would be you have to actually run. So trying to run with your wings would be kind of awkward.
Yeah. Yeah.
But by what you just said, using enlarge during the wrestling match probably not allowed.
No, it is.
A boon.
Well, it's changing your physical
changing-
form to some degree.
But it's still a 1 cast boon. Also, rage wouldn't be disallowed because it's not changing your form.
Correct. However, wrestling, you cannot make attacks during that, so you would lose your rage after the first application of it, unless you just keep using all of them, which you could.
Damn, endless rage. Why are you not here yet? Actually,
Cool.
If a grapple
grapple
attempt
is an attack action.
Mm.
Rage does not stipulate that you have to do damage.
it doesn't even stipulate that you have to hit or be hit.
A melee weapon attack.
Yeah, it's
a
not
melee
that.
weapon attack.
It says it ends if you haven't attacked a hostile creature. Would that
Yeah, it
count
says-
grappling?
Lasts for 1 minute, ends early if you're knocked unconscious. If your turn ends, haven't attacked a hostile creature.
All right, I guess we'll rules lawyer this. Let me look it up real quick. It is. Jeremy Crawford on May 6, 2015 confirmed it. The grapple is an attack.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! In the background.
Yay!
All right, cool. So, Who of you guys would like to sign up for the jump event? So this is essentially going to be a modified long jump competition.
I don't have that spell.
That's gotta be Rotus or Brissa. Jumps based on strength.
I mean, Rotus has the improved movement, so I think that affects your
That
jump
doesn't-
distance, doesn't it?
Not long jump.
No.
I mean, you cannot jump further than your move speed, so it does benefit you in that way. Because jump is not beyond, like you can't jump in addition to your move, as per the rules.
I would say I might waive that for a competition like this, but that being said, who the hell's going to jump more than 40 feet even in this game without magical aid?
All right, sounds like you guys.
Can you sign up for multiple? Or is it?
You absolutely can.
Bristol will just sign up from all then. Just put her name in all of them.
Oh, can we all do all of them?
If you want to, you'll have
I'm
to.
pretty sure I
qualify.
can't really do any of them.
You have to qualify for all of them. So don't forget about that too.
If we can all do all of them and don't have to select just one member of the line of Thylea for each of them, Minos will absolutely put in for all of them.
Who is shocked?
Most of them seem very strength based, and that's the thing I'm not good at.
It's the thing I'm
True.
really not good at.
And
That
I
is-
bet
that
Rotus
is why
would
you
also
have-
put in for all of them.
Magical partners that can potentially boost you in stats, so you can help people out that way.
Right. I don't have anything to help with that either.
Oh no, Long Strider, what do?
It's that new. Alrighty, and Lyra, you gonna sit out? Sounds like Yanni and Lyra, you guys are both out.
You're familiar
I
with
mean-
aid?
I have a -3 on athletics checks. I don't think there's much I can do here.
What is the relay race entail? What is it? Just like a pass the baton relay race, or are there different sections?
Is that there are it's pretty much like a triathlon, but it has 5 legs to it. As Valis explains, first there is going to be a 300-foot dash across the beach. Next, there will be some underwater swimming. Finally, thirdly, you will have to climb a cliff. Then there is going to be a dash across hot coals and fire snakes. And then lastly, there is going to be another race across the beach, but that time there are going to be some harpies along the way that may try to, dissuade you from running.
Yo, that event. That's got Minos written all over it.
Also gonna sign up for the relay race.
Why isn't there
So
no
again-
archery competition or something?
The
Come on.
the relay race only happens for the champions. So if you guys only have one person that actually places, which means gets a medal, yeah, you have to get a medal in one of these things in the first place in order to be able to qualify for the relay race. The relay race is kind of like the final crown jewel.
Gotcha.
The creme de la creme a la Edgar, if you will.
Alrighty, so Minos, you said you're signing up for all of them, right?
Yes, sir.
Brissa, you said you're signing up for all of them?
Yep.
Alrighty. It's kind of crazy that this happened right around the Olympics, though.
I feel like Rotus would be like, maybe there's one or two here that I wouldn't like, and then his dad is like, and then he's like, all of them, yeah.
Alrighty.
There's so many of us.
You're signing up for a lot of stuff, and sometimes there can only be one winner, so it's going to be interesting to see who that winner is going to be out of you guys.
Well, we only have to medal in one thing to get to the relay race, right?
Yes, and then so there's going to be multiple teams that essentially can sign up for the relay race itself, because there might be multiple. Actually, there will be, because there's again 6 different events. That means there will be 18 people who can potentially place, but you need to have a team of 5 in order to get the relay race going. In other words, there's going to be 3 teams running at the end, no matter what. Or
So
up
we
to
might end up
3
with
teams.
2 randos.
Mm. Alrighty. Now,
Question.
answer.
Does it seem like,
I should do this.
because if people can like boost, boon, and buff and whatever for certain events, does it seem like for certain other events there would be people watching for any use of magic to help in the other events?
Yes. Indeed, one of the people that you see sitting close by the king and the queen is this decorated wizard. As he's kind of looking at everything, you can see that his eyes seem to be magically enchanted as he's considering everything around. As you guys kind of look at him, Valis is able to inform you that there is Archimedes. He is the, well, he's the foremost scholar of divination within the academy. And as such, he is going to oversee that everything is run the right way. And yes, I can assure you that his eyes do see everything that happens. Again, 1 spell, you're absolutely allowed. We figured it a long time ago. People were never going to go for the no magic route. So we allow 1 spell, and that is all.
I'm
getting
so
just
torn.
I'm just getting this stuff to look a little bit prettier. You guys discuss. What do you guys want to discuss?
I mean, really, the only thing I have that might be useful and legal is I can make somebody like twice their size, which I think for wrestling probably is useful.
Yeah, that would be nice for the wrestling.
I think Kasaria knows that spell that can make us stronger and everything, right? Enhance ability?
Yeah.
Enhance ability could be extremely good in these. Enhance ability lasts for an hour, right? So there'll be plenty of time for an event.
Double checking, but
Yeah, it's concentration, but yeah.
Can you use spells against other people, or is that a no-no?
No. You can buff your own folks. You cannot try to interfere directly against other people. That is disqualifying. Oh, by the way, if you do if you are discovered to have been cheating, you are disqualified for life from the games.
So don't get caught.
I want to participate, but none of these are really my
I'm right there
strong
with you,
suit.
sister. I say we file a formal complaint that there are no games for the physically strengthfully challenged.
I agree.
There should be like an archery competition or something.
Valis just kind of laughs and goes, "Note it. This is an event of strength, of agility, and
But
being
it's
able
not
to
agility.
physical prowess. Well,
I have
archery is
plenty of
not
agility.
truly agile.
Okay, fair. But it's skill.
I mean, I can literally fly. None of these are helpful for that.
I mean, the only thing I could do here is if you wanted to have a greased halfling competition. I could be the greased halfling.
It sounds like something that I maybe don't want to ask any questions about.
You know, you grease up the halfling and then everybody tries to catch him. Sometimes they do it with pigs, but
Oh, this is terrible. This is getting into some hilarious territory.
You know that's a real thing, right? Greased pig
yeah,
chase.
just
Yeah.
grease
Okay.
halfling or chase. Oh man, that's bad. That's hilariously bad. Alrighty. However,
Doubt
you
I'm the
guys
first person to think of that.
you guys can sign up if you'd like to for the celebratory ritual matches / sacrifice of the minotaurs within the arena.
Right, like the actual fight.
And
How
since
do
we
we
don't
how do we
have
feel about that, Minos?
I think got a lot of experience in that field.
Hmm.
I'm okay with a fun fight.
Augusta says,
Yes, and then you could cut off the head of the Minotaur and, no offense, and sacrifice it. Maybe to the god that you most, like, yes?
Buzz just shakes her head. I think it is a terrible idea. This is unnecessary bloodshed. Why would you want to engage in these barbaric rules?
Yeah, we don't cut off the head.
Yeah, I mean, we won't kill it.
Ah, but what's the fun in that? Everybody likes a little bit of blood sport.
Buzz just shakes her head. No, this is just ridiculous. Please tell me you're not seriously considering this.
Just one Minotaur?
Whatever. It is part of the games these days, so you do as you wish.
But we don't have to kill it, right?
No, you can just subjugate it, which is going to give honor to the event as a whole.
I don't know. The whole thing doesn't feel right to me.
Now I feel bad.
Akasi says,
Ah, somebody else will fight it. You entering, if anything, you're going to save a Minotaur's life.
Good at killing.
I don't know. What do the rest of you guys think?
And it would feel bad.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Rhodus would say something along the lines like,
We don't have to kill it. It's gonna be nice to just fight it. It's gonna be nice to have a little bit of fight in the arena. It's what I live for. It's what I was made for.
If they're
Rhodas, you're
slaves,
so gruff. You're so.
if they're slaves, then I mean that's what bothers me. If it was a bunch of Minotaurs that were like, yeah, sure, we'll throw down. That's
Justice.
different.
Can we get the freedom of the Minotaur?
Whatever, sure. If that's what you want, the Minotaur will be yours.
Oh, okay, I like
I'll
that.
fight for that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
It will
That's
be your
better.
responsibility. You will have to feed it. You will have to clean it.
Buzz just kind of like...
We
licks
already
him,
do that
like,
with one. Yeah.
flicks him on the kneecap a little bit, and he's like, what? This is a sentient being you're oh, Jesus. Anyways,
Who's that?
someone that I used to know. Really good with wine. Anyways, if that is what you want to do, I suppose that is a noble way to partake in this barbary. Alright, as people are getting ready down below to enter into competitions. You guys will be able to get into the fight in the beginning no matter what. So what I'll say is between sessions, I'll have you guys make me rolls that will count towards the progression of who's going to place for what, and we're going to reveal at the beginning of next session who actually ended up placing for what events. Now, or, you know, being able to enter. Now, the fight is something that you guys absolutely can do. Here's the thing that sucks. There are 5 people that are allowed to fight against the Minotaur. They think that is what makes it fair. Incidentally, we only have 5 people today, and even though one of them is the fucking gladiator, of course, he's going to be setting this one out. We'll say while you guys are kind of like this evening, doing your preparations and stuff like that, Rhodus kind of pulled something and he's like,
Oh, guess I'm not gonna be able to, you know, I just don't want to push it. Why don't you guys fight in the morning and then we'll do the competitions? Blimey.
Gotta lean into it, man.
Are you sure? Because I mean, this is kind of your thing.
Yeah, it's like
You
Your
all
whole-
do it. I have full faith in all of you. You can do it. Listen, I want
You
to win
feeling
a,
okay?
I want to win a gold medal. That's more important than anything. If I'm not only a demigod, but I'm also one of the gold champions of these events. That is legacy right there.
There-
Fight in the
Seriously, are
beginning
you feeling all right?
means nothing. I'm not actually. That's it hurts. I'm gonna
oh
go lay
right,
down.
that's the whole yeah. Oh. Hi.
You pulled something in the pectoralis major, initiating a little bit of pain in your chest.
Bro talk.
He walks up. Alrighty. Anything?
Palace. Do familiars count as people?
They do not count as people. No.
Cool. I was just asking because of Goldie. So because Goldie. Cool.
So you can only receive one magical boon. If Goldie is a magical boon, awesome. If you want to have an additional boon beyond that, that's something you'll have to discuss.
Wait, familiars count as a magical boon? You can use
Potentially.
familiars in the events?
I mean, it depends. It cannot be underhanded, but it could potentially help in a way.
They can give aid, right?
I would also advise that the discus event additionally also not be underhanded. You're going to need the full range of motion for that swing.
Right, but if you theoretically, hypothetically, that wizard can see stuff, so it doesn't matter. But if you had something that could carry stuff that was also invisible, it could just look like you threw something really far, hypothetically.
Valis leans in and just goes,
Right, yeah.
he would be able to notice. And I would
I know
too.
he would. I know. I would notice too, and I'd feel bad about it.
Come on, you
I
get
mean,
to
if
make
you would like
yourselves
to cheat,
somewhat stronger already. Just keep it to a minimum, alright? And it can only be a magical boon. And she looks over to you, Brissa. There is no aiding. There is you competing against another thing. You cannot have another competitor of one form or another enter.
Alright. Well, I'll just do this weird ritual fight thing, I guess, then.
Alright. Anything else that you guys want to accomplish that evening?
so the language on my Stimfey says that unless it was completely destroyed, it regains all hit points on a long rest.
She would have meant like completely destroy. So that's kind of what I thought you were doing with that one. I mean, it depends on you. You can roll
But
it either way.
How long does it take you to fix it?
8 hours.
Oh, right.
Which would mean no sleep for him.
Right. Oof.
Well, I've already spent a couple hours on it.
Which would mean disadvantage on the games.
It's bright and early in the morning. It's like first light. It's already like 11, 12 now.
And I only have until the morning to fix it, right?
Till the next day.
Oh, I have the whole next day?
She did say the next day.
That should be fine.
Just don't die during the games and then eat your own words.
Yeah,
under
just
the
don't die
arena.
during the games. Yeah.
It's
So
fine.
I've got like a couple hours into it. I just need like another 5 hours tomorrow. It'll be fine. I could spend a couple hours of my long rest doing light activity. It's fine.
Alright. Let's get this over with.
Alrighty. Shoot, why did it do that? There we go.
Spells.
Alrighty.
Spell.
You guys wake up the next morning. So everybody, first off, go ahead and make sure that you click on long rest, get your long rest in, and prepared spellcasters, including Justin, go ahead and prepare your spells. If you're still with us, Justin. Or he's out. He's out.
I think he's out.
Yo.
Just enhance ability for everything.
Tyler,
Enhance. Enhance.
I don't know if he's by his phone.
Justin.
I do also have Zephyr Strike, David. It's not on my list.
Okay.
So many spells and nothing to help me.
Yeah.
Curse these weak, frail bird arms.
Alrighty. I feel so bad, man. This is like the epitome of
Right?
fucking Rhodas in a nutshell. Let me know when you guys are all done with your prep stuff.
I'm good.
I don't get to prepare stuff.
That's fair.
Oh, I would. Do we have time to cast stuff? Or is it just like we're in the game?
You mean like before you enter the ring? Yeah, no casting at that point.
Okay, well then I guess I don't get Gift of Alacrity.
I mean, that one you can cast at the beginning of the day, right? Like, that
Right,
one is
that's
a
what I
little
meant.
different. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that one you definitely can. Who do you want to cast that on?
Me.
Roger that.
And also.
Let me know. Everybody ready then?
Let's do it.
All right. Oh yeah, and let's see if you're as happy or sad today.
Oh yeah, I should probably find that out too. I can fly. That's cool.
I can fly.
I believe I. And as you guys go through the ring once more, the stone bleachers are just absolutely chock full with people who are cheering at everything. There are bards who are singing music over it all, vendors selling different kinds of fruits and wine and whatnot to the people that are sitting around. Up top you see Acastus and Archimedes, Valis, and Pitor sitting in kind of like the place of prominence, of honor. As you guys are down below, kind of looking at the gate before you. And the gate itself is, you know, kind of towering about 15 feet tall, about 10 feet wide. And as you are considering that place, you just realize the immensity of it. And there's just the buzz of the energy of people all about, getting ready and excited for this fight. As Pitor's booming voice kind of goes forth again.
People of Mitros, as you know, the morning sacrifices to the many gods is what we do in order to make sure that the gods and titans are appeased with what we do.
You see Pitor is actually all about it, while Valis just kind of shakes her head on it.
We, as our first fight in the morning, are going to witness most of the members of Light of Thylea fight against one of the slaves from the market.
Yeah, yeah, people are kind of starting to cheer.
However, they have elected that they will fight not to the death, but merely until one or the other side gives in. Now, and you already hear some boos from the crowd. Boo, boo, what?
I thought you're supposed to be Light of Thylea. What are you, wimps of Thylea?
There's like a stupid cackle coming from that group of people over there. As he goes,
Ah, please. There is still the possibility that the Minotaur will slay them all. So stay at the edge of your seats and watch the fight of the ages.
as it goes back into a raucous roar there. As you guys watch, the gate slowly gets raised up, and out of the pathway, you see a massive 12-foot tall Minotaur just easily dwarfing your friend Minos there. Huge bull horns that are kind of like alabaster white for the most part, and then pronged in these little black things. However, as he steps forward in his armor and the like, there's actually a big smile on his face as he's just like, "Arr! Arr!" And he's just waving at everyone and everything, and then looks at you guys. And there seems to be almost like this dumb grin on his face that is just jovial to a point that it kind of is just infectiously already taking you over as he says,
King, Queen, how much? I'm Bullbug. I just want to say thank you for having me here today.
as Acastus kind of leans over and is just like, "What is this?" And Val is just like, "Huh, he's adorable."
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh, no, bless your heart. Hey, what say we put on a good show for everyone here today and just call it good after that? Yeah, should we do that?
As Acastus kind of seems to uncomfortably shift in his chair, like, "What the fuck? Oh, God, this slave. That's the worst slave you could get."
As we told you before, they are sentient beings.
Oh, I
And he
know
kinda
that, but this
wrinkles
one,
a wry smile at him.
it's supposed to be about fun. This is, whatever. Everyone, let the games begin.
As everything starts to cheer loudly, and we're going to go into combat.
Woo, combat.
Woo!
We love combat.
Kasari, take a long rest.
Oh yeah,
Justin, are you with us again?
yeah.
Oh, I
You're
should have
also
cast
muted
mage armor
still.
already.
Yeah, that's fine. Hang on.
That's fine.
We're fighting a Minotaur, but not killing the Minotaur.
What was I gonna do? There was something I was gonna do. I forgot. Good. Oh, that's it. Alrighty, as we gotta switch that music up a little bit too. Alright, go ahead and roll initiative, y'all. Alrighty.
Somewhat.
Alright, Larry, you are also sitting at a 15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Brissa is better than me though.
Percent better than me. Oh shit, did you also cast
Definitely not
Mage Armor?
true.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's good. It auto-applied it to you, so that is actually awesome. Alrighty, as we kick things off, Yanni, foreseeably, you're the first one that kind of jumps into action as you assess the situation and kind of think of the best way that you could maybe do this. What would you like to do?
Um, Hey, if you submit, then you'll get to live and we set you free and you won't be a slave.
All right.
So
Do you want to have that be your action?
Sure.
All right, sounds good. Anything as a bonus?
Persuasion check? Or
Sure.
what? Oh, wow.
Hold up.
He's having none.
The stream doesn't see the outcome, and it makes me
It was
so
it was a
sad.
natty one.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm not gonna burn any of my bonus action stuff right now. But I am gonna kind of back up this way.
Alrighty.
I'm done.
Brissa. You see the big, dumb, jovial smile on this massive minotaur as he's just still kind of basking in the glory of having everyone watch you guys.
Lyra has a higher dex mod, so I think she should technically go first. I mean, I don't really care, but
It's just how it shook out because you rolled first.
all right.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Okay, cool. Could I have found a glaive before we started this? Or...
Oh, it's too late now, my friend.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll just go in here with my one-handed weapon and attack.
Alrighty, as you pierce into this massive thing, he's just like, "Huh? Oh!" And the crowd is like, "Whoa!" He just absolutely, almost like just let you pierce it into his lower stomach. He's just like, "Oh!"
I guess I'll do it again, and then
Alright, that's another hit.
keep on going.
Alrighty. As you just like just strike twice against the Minotaur. It's doing damage, but this boy can take some hurt.
That's all I got.
Alrighty. You see Bulbug just kind of look towards
no.
you. Look towards you, Yanni, and just like, well, let's give them a good show, huh? As he just takes the great axe off of his back and just kind of like, almost like engulfs him, just like, down towards Brissa.
Is this the part where Brissa gets immediately knocked out at the beginning of the fight?
Perhaps. As he swings down, that is going to be a hit on you, Brissa. You take 15 points of slashing damage there. As you get cut across there, and makes its second attack. Ooh, that's another hit for another 20 points of damage. And just strikes out. It's almost like he just uses the flat of the axe just whack down upon you. As the crowd just like, oh! Kind of like, oh! Everybody's just looking away at the same time as Brissa's looking a little rough after that one. Lyra, it's your turn.
Okay.
All right, Lyra, what do you do?
I will fly up into the air.
Alrighty, how high do you fly?
Well, first, actually, I want to. I will fly 15 feet up, and then like 15 feet this way.
So like right there.
So yeah, like right here probably. And then as my action, I can summon my imp, who I don't have a name for yet, within 30 feet. So I want to.
Considered an additional combatant on that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Then that's fine. I'll just hex him instead, though.
I figured that would be a good choice as well.
Hex. Ciao.
All right, as all of these golden strings start forming around the body of the Minotaur, he's just like, "Oh, what is this?" And he seems to be just generally kind of like excited to see whatever weird magic you're casting on him.
I'll make it strength checks, even though Rodus isn't here. And then I'll Eldritch Blast him.
All right, go for it.
Oh no.
That's a hit. Gonna roll hex as well. Ready.
Dose.
Another hit.
Wow, these rolls are not great. That's it. That's all I'll do.
Alrighty, Justin, Kasari, what would you like to do?
Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, I think I actually do have a spell prepared that might be somewhat decent. So, I just gotta check the range on it, because I might be hitting Brissa with it. So that would be... That's my mouse. There we go. That would be 10, 20. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast Erupting Earth.
Yep.
And we'll make difficult terrain right there.
Alrighty.
And I don't really want to move anywhere. I don't want to get too close to this guy, so I think I'll just stay right there and see if my spell hits.
Alright. That is a hit, and he is so enamored by what's happening with all of the fate strings around him that he's just absolutely thrown as he takes full damage on that one.
Hooray!
Nice.
Yeah, I'll just end my turn right there.
Alrighty, Minos, it's you.
All right. Well, turns out due to the additional combatants rule, not having Moss isn't too low a blow in this case, so start out. I'll whip out a glaive and point at him before I throw it and say,
Glaive or a chakram.
Chakram.
Or you just want to
Whip out a chakram.
You just wanted that look from Alex.
whip out a chakram, spin it around, and before I throw it, I'll point a finger at him and say, "You're the target, partner." And I'll cast Hunter's Mark.
That's so
Alrighty.
cute.
Alrighty, then we'll get move over this way a bit, and I'll chuck at him.
Would it be disadvantaged because he's prone?
Is he prone?
I don't think he's prone. It's
I
just
think
difficult to
Erupting Earth knocks him prone.
Oh,
Doesn't.
Doesn't say prone.
oh, okay. I thought it did.
You were just hoping it did. Natty 19. That's a hit.
Those dice look cool.
Yeah, those dice are cool.
That's the dice more more dice so nice or something like that mod. It's so cool. They added some really cool stuff. Go ahead and roll your d6 for Hunter's Mark. The first one hits. The second one is a miss.
Ugh.
All right, yeah, 9.
9.
We're doing it,
And
guys.
I'll move one more step this way.
Alrighty. End your turn.
Yeah, that's action, bonus action.
Alrighty. Yennefer's Rex.
I guess that's a name.
It's your given name.
Just remember, tap out when you've had enough. We don't want to kill you. And I will, I guess, I'll just take a shot.
Pew pew, that's a hit. These rolls.
I know.
He's kind of just holding the arrow.
Just remember, don't want to kill you. I'm done.
All right, Brissa, that's you.
Oh, I will just attack again. Oh, no, that one was miss. And then I will attack again.
It's also a miss.
Ugh.
Oh, that one's a miss.
Damn.
Oh, by the way, if you guys could do me one favor and hover
target.
over, Bulba, and hit
Oh,
T.
yeah.
That's super helpful for me to also like automatically see whether it's a hit or a miss.
Gotcha.
Alright, and then I will innate Misty Step all the way. Yeah, just 30 feet back.
Right. As you kind of step away.
Oh, hey.
And then, yeah, I'll be like, oh, all yours, Lyra. And then,
Cool.
You dick, Brissa. You dick. Alrighty, as it is Bullbug's turn, he's just like, you! And just absolutely starts rushing towards you, Lyra. And as he does, he gets to make a bonus action attack against you. As he tries to gore you in the air. I need you to make me... Hey, hold up. Do you have shield? I forget.
No.
she is flying too. I don't know if that matters in your equation.
When the creature itself is 12 feet tall and she flew up 15 feet in the air, definitely in the reach. It's like... And the horse, he just like... kind of flies up and kind of just knocks you, like kind of taps you on the side. I need you to make me a strength saving throw as you take 26 points of piercing damage.
That's her best save.
I got it. Don't you worry. Oh, man.
And make me that concentration check. I guess you don't see that, huh?
Got an 11.
Which means you are prone now.
Did he take any damage from the erupting earth since it's difficult terrain?
Yeah,
difficult terrain doesn't do damage. You're thinking spike growth.
it just slows him
Oh
down.
yeah, that's right. I was thinking spikes.
Concentration is a save too, right? Or is it a check?
It is. It's a con save. The DC for this one is going to be 13.
Cool. I got a 9.
9 is the answer as you lose concentration upon the hex.
That's fine.
That was
I
his
would
bonus action.
I would like to hellish rebuke.
Nice! Go for it.
That one.
Ooh, baby. That's a good one. It's
And I
almost like-
want to use my port roll to make his roll a 6.
Oh, I forgot. Didn't you have to re-roll that? Oh, is that what you... Did you
I
make that
re-rolled
roll?
it already. Yep, it was a 6.
All right, let me know when you make those rolls just so that it's not a... Like, did you roll that already?
I did. I rolled it in the... it was the second thing I rolled.
I see
It
it
was
now. I see it now.
alacrity and then...
All right, cool. Takes the damage off of it. It's almost like the fire just goes along the fate string that is still connected. Like, as the hex is disappearing, you just take that moment to send the fire along, and it's like... Oh, that hurts! Oh, that's a good trick! Oh! He's just kind of like going off as he goes, okay, my turn again! And he jumps up and just comes down on you hard. All right, first swing
Yeah.
is going to be a hit on you, Lyra, as you take another 20 points of damage.
Oh, cool.
And he kind of like looks underneath, looks at the axe first, then looks back at you.
Oh, sorry, one more, okay, but it was again. I just gotta make you go 9-9.
And strikes against you one more time. And 9-9, you go. However, he does a non-lethal attack at the end, so Lyra is automatically stabilized. As he's just like,
Which one? How about you?
as he steps up to there. Brissa, you can get your reaction off if you want.
I can't because this is a 5-foot reach weapon.
Alrighty, he's kind of like standing. It's almost protectively over Lyra now, but in your grill, Kasaria. Lyra, you don't have to make anything. Kasaria, it's your turn.
Is he wearing anything metal?
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast heat metal on his armor.
Alrighty, go for it. He resists.
Shit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get behind Brissa, at least.
That's going to be an attack of opportunity. Do you want it?
Yeah, I still don't want to be that close to this guy. I gotta try and keep Lyra alive.
Alright, as he's just like, don't go away! And he kind of just swats at you like a fly swatter. As you hear the flat of the axe just kind of crunch something in your shoulder as you take 18 points of damage.
Hey, David?
Mm-hmm.
I think he still
Sorry,
takes the damage.
Yeah, I'm reading heat metal. He still takes the damage. The save is just to see if he drops the heated object or not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I take it back. Awesome.
I mean, he still saves against dropping the whatever armor.
Not that he
I
could drop
guess.
his armor anyway, but
Right.
Yeah. Okay, sorry
But
about
he
that.
still
I thought that they had an initial save against it.
no, it's
No.
a bitch of a spell.
So ridiculous. I'm gonna go start.
If it was
I
on
just
like
gotta, I
his
just gotta
weapon.
hit my monsters more with it, you know.
In this game, not in the ones where I wear, heavy armor.
In that
It
case,
is-
let me
It
roll
is
one more time.
concentration though.
Just
so.
to see if he. No, that would have been even harder hit. So no. Even with the disadvantage, technically from the heat metal, he would have still hit you.
Okay.
It is concentration though, so if Kasaria got hit,
Right. Oh shit. In that case, make me a Constitution saving throw. The DC is just 10.
ugh,
7.
And it immediately disappears.
why are we so bad at concentrating?
Oh, never mind. I was about to say she gets a +2, but that doesn't make it 10.
Alright.
Oh no, so close!
Well, that's my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us to. Whoops. That brings us to Minos.
Alright. Time to bring it home. He starts spinning the chakram. He does a 1-2, catches the first one, spins around, and throws it back again for his bonus action.
Don't click them too fast. Also, so you clicked them 3 times? Oh,
Yeah,
because
so
you
he
had
does
gas.
his.
Yeah. Alrighty. First one is a hit. Second one is a miss. Obviously, third one is a hit.
Alright, so that's 1 d6 for the first one, that's a 5, and then 2 for the crit.
Nice.
Third hit is a 31.
Baby, he looks extremely rough. As he's just like, blood is starting to come down his back. He's like, looks over.
I had slave masters hit me harder with whip. Oh, that was good though.
He's into it.
And Minos will holster one of the chakram and just put his hand forward. Just realized my camera was off.
I was gonna mention it. I
He'll
was
put
like,
his hand
maybe he did it.
forward
on
and
purpose.
he'll do the come get me.
Alrighty, Yanni, it's your turn.
You ready to give up yet? Are ya?
I'm getting close. Are you ready to give up?
No.
I'm ready to give
You
up.
leave me no choice. Shoot him again. Oh, and miss horribly.
You say like, you leave me no choice. As it hits someone in the stand, he's like, oh, oh, oh.
Make them love you, Yanni.
roll me a D100, Yadi. The person you hit is a Sidon worshiper. You can see there's like a little bit of a blue coat in the back, so. And if
Not a
anything,
bad
you
shot.
actually, you see Valis kind of look down from the balcony and wink at you.
That was on purpose.
Alrighty. And a turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Brissa, it's your turn.
All right, I guess I will step up, and then take my attacks.
First one is a miss.
Oh, second one is a miss. Sure, third one I'll use my inspiration to get advantage.
Alright, go for it. That's what they're for, right? I marked it off, or that one marked it off.
I know it's from Pam, but
That
and
one's
then
a hit.
And then I'll smite on it.
Alright, go for it.
Why not?
Can you non-lethal smite?
Technically, no.
It's a melee attack.
I mean, technically, it's
non-lethal, any
a
melee attack.
spell because like the melee portion of it, I think. Back to the rules, lawyers. Hang on one second.
It's not a
Technically
spell.
not a spell. You just expel a spell slot.
I mean, it's magic
Yeah.
damage, which if you spend a
Right.
spell slot on it, it is magic. Blah, blah,
Yes, but it's a melee attack, which can
blah,
always
blah,
be
blah,
non-lethal.
blah.
What if it just like radiantly knocks him unconscious?
Look at the pretty lights.
First, we'll just go for the normal lethal attack. If anything, she can just bring him back.
Wow.
It says when the attacker reduces a creature to 0 hit points with a melee attack, the attacker can knock the creature out. Yeah, I'll allow it. All right, as you strike into him, he looks so fucking rough. As you just like, whoosh, there's an explosion, and you see like, there's like stars kind of swimming in his eyes. He's like barely on his back, like he's like, he spits up some blood all over you. As you're just like, how the fuck are you still standing? In your mind.
Oh, he's still standing. All right, well, yeah, that's all I got then.
Oh god. Are you moving away or staying where you're at? He technically
I
doesn't
mean-
have his reaction right now. You would know that.
Oh, okay. Then I will totally run. I already moved 5 feet. I'll run this way.
Alrighty. As it brings it to history, he's just like, you guys are all good. You're really good. Oh, Jamie, me, mighty. As he's just going to roll a die now.
Hit me again.
He's just like,
End it.
Wait, you!
and kind of rushes over towards you, Brissa, and
I should get my attack though, right before his? Is it before his? I don't know, like the order of it.
oh yeah, you would, because you have your reaction still. This time it's a hit. Would you like to smite?
Smite again?
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of all my second level spells, but whatever. Who cares?
Oh my
that's the worst smite in the
god.
world.
Oof. However, the saving grace for Brissa, who cowardly ran away for a second and then was being charged by a Minotaur. As you kind of turn around, how do you knock this Minotaur unconscious?
She'll do the killing blow, and then she'll just like go over to him and like do like tap on the face and lay on hands him, and be like, "Up you go."
So you actually like strike deadly and then bring him back.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
technically speaking, NPCs don't have death saves.
Oh,
Technically.
okay. Well, then never mind.
We
then never
could
mind.
do it though. It's fine. But I just want to have someone in chat. I'm like, well, I'm actually. As you turn around, you kind of just plant yourself down. You take the spear as he's like going forward. You just feel it pierce through his super thick layers of muscle into his heart, and he's like, as he drops down to a knee, you just like pull it out. The blood is just starting to pour out. Everybody's just starting to cheer as you reach up into the blood itself, and it kind of runs down your arm. Suddenly there's just a golden flash that extends from your hand as you feel the everything underneath kind of like fix back together as he's just like and just takes you into this big old, we'll call it Minotaur hug, as he's just like, and you're just like, shit, no, and the audience is just kind of stunned there for a second, as some people are just like, yay, and some people are like, boo, as Acastus takes the moment and says, well, the games have begun. Congratulations on your Minotaur, Light of Thylea. And with that, we'll call it for this week, so we have Rhodus for the rest of the events. Damn, y'all, that was a good way to finish it off. Shit, that was so many crazy low rolls for you guys out of nowhere. That was nuts.
Minos did damage. Good, kill him.
Did decent damage, but then I
somebody
got knocked the fuck out.
Somebody help Lyra?
Lyra is stable. She good. All right, we're going to be rating someone else here in a second. Really quick call out, if you guys go to polyhedra.io, you can find groups like this one. Here's the Discord link for that over in the site that we do there. A galactic-sized monster. Congratulations, Sephiroth. We are going to be going on over to... Is there someone that you think we should be rating in particular?
Well, no, but while you figure that out, I want to remind everybody, if you're using your Amazon Prime free subscription to subscribe to our channel, please check and see if you need to renew, like I had to do tonight myself.
I will say not only did I forget about it last month, but the other thing that I wanted to shout out is we're doing a giveaway, because the money that we're taking in, we're refueling back into you guys. If you guys follow, cheer, or subscribe, thank you so much to Delight for Destruction, you're automatically entered. Follows are worth, the baseline. Cheers are a little bit more than that, and subscriptions are the biggest ticket that you can get. However, they do stack. So if you're new to the channel, you follow, and then you subscribe, and then you also cheer on top of that. You get multiple tickets entered to get Fizzbands, a copy of the digital copy of Fizzbands on D&D Beyond. That is the book that's going to be coming out actually the soonest, on October 19th, all about cool dragons and stuff. All right, I found one. I actually kind of like the look of this one. It's kind of neat. Oh, they actually do live roll, so you can see what they all roll. They have like a little dice roller. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you guys not next week. As a reminder, we're going to be taking the week off because I'm moving. I'm being selfish as a DM, and I need the break. But 2 weeks.
Selfish.
So selfish. In 2 weeks, we're going to be back. Same time, same place, 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week as I'm starting the raid. Leading us out. Bye!